let's all just take a deep breath. Just expand your lungs. And then a little sip more. And then a long, slow exhale. And I want you to relax your forehead. Just thinking about your forehead here melting and smoothing out. And your eyebrows. And coming down your cheekbones and your jaws and the muscles around the sides of your mouth and your lips and your tongue, just scanning slowly down your face to your chin, relaxing the whole face. And now that you've just come into checking in to you, listen to the sounds. This is amazing what's going on outside. This never happens here. It's happened twice. Nice. And I just think about the cars as energy, the dogs as energy, and the birds as energy. And just thinking of the sounds they're making and how they hold your ears almost like little antennas or stretching for the sounds around you. The cars are the energy passing by of the car and the people inside, going back and forth. And sometimes I find it funny when I just watch the cars go by. I just try to come into the present moment, and that's what this is all about, is the present moment and surrendering to it. And being so in tune with it on the energetic level that even the dog barking or loud traffic is just part of this moment that I'm surrendering to. And so we'll come into our breath. And this is the quickest and easiest way to come into the moment, is to come into your breath. And so I want you to just notice your breath as you're naturally breathing here. Of course, it'll be a little different because you're conscious of your breathing. Notice it coming in and out of your nostrils. Notice the feeling of the air coming into you. And exhaling and feeling the air that's warm going out of you. Feeling your belly rise and fall with the breath. Feeling your chest expanding and contracting. Listen. Think about your breathing. Hear the breath in your own consciousness. And relax your face. You can get the muscles worked up in our face just being a little more conscious about the breath, and listening is just like, oh, okay, relax. And the whole class is going to go around this Ekhart Tolle, just a little paragraph, and it's called, there's no title, it just starts out with the big word, surrender. Surrender is the simple but profound wisdom of yielding to, rather than opposing, the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally and without reservation. And let's surrender to the sound of silence. Relax your face. And let's just continue to relax the rest of our body. Coming into the body and relaxing it is also another way to help you surrender to the now. Embodiment. You're just witnessing this body for this experience. So let's be kind to it. Let's love it. Let's thank it by relaxing it, relaxing your neck. And imagine your neck is wax, and some strong thumbs are just massaging down the sides of your neck and the back of your neck, and just rubbing through that wax and fanning out the muscles in the neck. And take a breath there and relax the neck. Let your shoulders fall, maybe a little more, now that your neck muscles aren't tense and holding them up. Surrender the muscles of the neck. Let them yield to the flow of life. Relax down the tops of the shoulders. Feel them as if they're wax as well, and the thumbs are massaging down the shoulders. And just take a breath in this silence. And relax the shoulders with your exhale. Feel them melt a little lower. Maybe you can push them down a little and then relax. And feel the muscles of the neck and the shoulder all fanning out together and surrendering to the flow. Think of your muscles so relaxed so that the blood can flow through nice open veins. Imagine some space opening up in the vertebrae of your neck, just relaxing all levels of the neck and shoulders. And relaxing down the shoulder blades. Feeling them fanning out. And just listen to your breath. Feeling the muscles in the middle of your back. Releasing any tension, any knots, so that if you relax the muscles of the back, they relax their tension that they're holding on to the spine. Relax the muscles and the spine. Feel the blood flowing through the muscles with ease. And listen to your breath. Relaxing the body with the exhales. Witnessing the stillness in your body. We'll come down to the lumbar section, the low back. Sending it just good vibrations, like the tuning forks, just humming on your back. A nice, relaxing, healing vibration that relaxes all the muscles down the neck and shoulders, the middle of the back, the lower back, and connecting to the hips. And relax the hips so that the muscles in the low back can relax. Feel the muscles fanning out in the low back and hips, and releasing any knots, tightness, stress, tension, just letting that melt into the floor. And breathe there. And just breathing up and down the spine now, all the way from the bottom, on the bottom of your exhale, and inhaling up to the top of your head. Refreshing, and exhale all the old air out, releasing all the tension in your face, neck, shoulders, back. Noticing where your arms are and how heavy they feel, just so relaxed. Breathe up and down your arms. Relax your face, neck, shoulders, arms, back, hips. Come on down to your legs. Relax the muscles in the thighs where they're connected to the hips and the glutes. Relax the glutes. Relax the insides of the legs, as if the muscles are just hanging off of the bones and fanning out. Releasing any tension or pull that they may have on your hips. Relaxing the knee and any muscles on the top of the knee from the thighs. Just relax. It's strange how we could hold tension there and not even know it. And just feeling the natural bend in your knees, however they're laying, however they're resting. Just thinking some good, loving vibration energy here as well. And down your shins and calves. Feel the calves completely relaxed. All fanned out, releasing any tension that they may be pulling on the bottom of the knee or pulling at your ankles. The muscles are so relaxed, there's no pull. And just breathe up and down your legs. And relax the ankle and the heel and the foot, both legs, toes completely relaxed. And just surrendering your body. Let it go. It's not really who you are anyway. So detaching from it. Just imagine you're standing above yourself and looking down at yourself, relaxed and still. And if you were this version of yourself that was looking down at yourself, you would be the energetic version of yourself. And we'll just work at the energy level. Now that we've relaxed the outer level, we'll tune up the inside levels of the body with the chakras. And we'll start down here at the root chakra. Surrender any tension or opposing reflection of what the root chakra is, what it stands for. A lot of different things: family, roots, career, things that are we think vital for life in a physical way. And just surrendering to it and letting that wheel spin perfectly balanced right in the middle of you. An energetic ball, thread and spinning perfect, shiny and bright. Right at the base of your tailbone. See it completely whole and healthy. This is the beginning, the root and the foundation of the rest of our energy. See it whole and healed. Coming up to the sacral chakra right below the belly button. This energy center is orange. See it, a beautiful orange, like lighting up a sort of a transparent orange fruit and glowing right above the red, right above the root, right below the belly button. Surrender. Just think of like a gear that's all kind of tight and maybe like some hair wound up in it, and you just pull all that string stuff out, and then there your gear is running perfectly smooth. It's free, spinning perfect. Coming to the solar plexus, right underneath your ribs. Bright yellow energy sphere, looking like the sun right in the middle of you. Oh, I forgot to touch on the sacral chakra. It's your inner child. It's your fun place. So making sure we balance fun with work. That's an important, and just hanging with kids. Acting like a kid, being innocent and pure. And our solar plexus balances that out with your inner adult. That makes those good gut choices for you. And imagine that wheel caught in either a point of letting people take advantage of you, or you coming from your true self, or you being a little too much of a control freak. Balance it to you coming from your true source and just not worrying about anyone or anything else, just knowing that everything will come perfect if you surrender your will. Brings you to a point of neutrality. Good. Coming up to the heart center, feeling your love balanced. Even if you're extremely in love or extremely hurt, the best place for you to operate from is extremely balanced. And always being authentic, following the love of your life. What do you love? What do you want to be? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Always being true to you. Self-love. At a perfect, optimum, neutral. Freeing up any resistance there, or you may be guarding yourself from falling in love, or, don't resist. I had to find that out myself. I surrendered to love, and I surrendered to what I love to do. And it works. I'm going to say the quote one more time. We're right here in the middle of our chakras. Surrender is the simple but profound wisdom of yielding to, rather than opposing, the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally and without reservation. So bringing it back into the now, right now. Loving yourself neutrally, optimally, unconditionally. No conditions. You won't love yourself someday when you get what you want. You love yourself now and surrender so that you do get what you want quicker, better than you expected. Coming to your throat chakra. Feel the air that you're breathing through your throat chakra. It's a beautiful blue energy center, balancing it, shining it up, brightening it up by speaking your truth. Always speaking your truth. Wouldn't life be easy if everyone just surrendered to the truth? Their truth. And breathe on that and listen to your breath. And listen to the silence. A good way to practice tuning up your throat chakra is humming. It's good for your heart as well. your whole body, the vibration, a happy hum. And so anytime you need to come present and come to your truth, just try humming a little bit. See all those chakras below, all lined up. The blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, the red. Perfectly balanced. And coming up to your third eye, between the brow chakra, between your eyebrows. Oh, it's a good one. This is an indigo color, a purplish color, in the middle of your head. In control of your intuition, your sixth sense, your kind of like a receiver from the antenna on the top of the head, and this receiver is when in tune and surrendering, it is receiving messages for you. And your intuition is like your guide. And being tuned into your guide by clearing the mind. Feel it with this indigo color and space. No mind. And if there's a question to ask your guide, this is where you go listening to it. This is where you open the mind. Imagine your mind, the busy mind, and you find a door there, and you open that door and it's just open to space. All you see is space in front of you. And there is the great room for listening for your answers, for clarity, and to surrender to the now in this space. Relaxing the top of your head. And right above your head, like 18 inches maybe, another chakra that belongs to you in your energetic field, because your energy field goes out and around you. And this one is up at the top, just a little bit above you, but not all the way out of your energy field, but connecting you to what's right there. Source energy. You're connected. You're part of it. All the answers are there. It's connected to you. It's who you are. When running at optimum levels and surrendering to the moment, you are lined up and part of and connected to and receiving from source energy. Surrender is simple, but profound wisdom. Surrender is yielding to. the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally, without reservation. So let's see yourself here as this unconditional, lined up energy, relaxed in this present moment. We're not labeling anything good or bad. It just is what it is in this present moment. See yourself laying here on the floor in this present moment. All is well. All is well. You're perfect. Stay here in this present moment, right now. Feel your breath going up and down your spine. Surrender to the moment unconditionally, without reservation. It's like, yeah, come at me. Whatever it is, and it's got to be good. But I can't judge it because it just is what it is. And if I'm just letting it flow in front of me with this acceptance, I am not attached to judging it. I'm just surrendering to it. This beautiful moment. This moment. No conditions. So I want to read a little bit of his book where he talks about the ego in the present moment. This is from New Earth, Awakening Your Life's Purpose. The most important, the primordial relationship in your life is your relationship with the now, or rather, with whatever form the now takes. That is to say, what is or what happens. If your relationship with the now is dysfunctional, that dysfunction will be reflected in every relationship and every situation you encounter. The ego could be defined simply in this way: a dysfunctional relationship with the present moment. It is at this moment that you can decide what kind of relationship you want to have with the present moment. Perfect. Once you've reached a certain level of consciousness, and if you are reading this, you almost certainly have, you are able to decide what kind of relationship you want to have with the present moment. Do I want the present moment to be my friend or my enemy? The present moment is inseparable from life. So you are really deciding what kind of relationship you want to have with life. Once you've decided you want the present moment to be your friend, it is up to you to make the first move. Become friendly toward it. Welcome it in no matter what disguise it comes in, and soon you will see the results. Life becomes friendly toward you. People become helpful. Circumstances cooperative. One decision changes your entire reality. But that one decision you have to make again and again and again until it becomes natural to live such a way. The decision to make the present moment your friend is the end of the ego. The ego can never be in alignment with the present moment, which is to say, aligned with life, since its very nature compels it to ignore, resist, or devalue the now. Time is what the ego lives on. The stronger the ego, the more time it takes over your life. Almost every thought you think is then concerned with the past or future, and your sense of self depends on the past for your identity and on the future for its fulfillment. Fear, anxiety, expectation, regret, guilt, anger are the dysfunctions of the time-bound state of consciousness. There are 3 ways in which the ego will treat the present moment: as a means to an end, as an obstacle, or as an enemy. To the ego, the present moment is, at best, only useful as a means to an end. It gets you to some future moment that is considered more important, even though the future never comes except as the present moment, and is, therefore, never more than a thought in your head. In other words, you are never fully here because you're always busy trying to get elsewhere. When this pattern becomes more pronounced, and this is very common, the present moment is regarded and treated as if it were an obstacle to be overcome. This is where impatience, frustration, and stress arise, and in our culture it is many people's everyday reality, their normal state. Life, which is now, is seen as a problem, and you come to inhabit a world of problems that all need to be solved before you can be happy fulfilled, or really start living, or so you think. The problem is, for every problem that is solved, another one pops up. As long as the present moment is seen as an obstacle, there can be no end to problems. I'll be whatever you want me to be, says life, or the now. I'll treat you the way you treat me. If you see me as a problem, I will be a problem to you. If you treat me as an obstacle, I will be an obstacle. At worst, and this is also very common, the present moment is treated as if it were an enemy. When you hate what you're doing, complain about your surroundings, curse things that are happening or have happened, or when your internal dialogue consists of shoulds and shouldn'ts, of blaming and accusing, then you are arguing with what is, arguing with that which is already the case. You are making life into an enemy, and life says, war is what you want, and war is what you get. External reality, which always reflects back to you, your inner state, is then experienced as hostile. A vital question to ask yourself frequently is, what is my relationship with the present moment? And it should be surrender. Then become alert to find out the answer. Am I treating the now as no more than a means to an end? Do I see it as an obstacle? Am I making it into an enemy? Since the present moment is all you'll ever have, since life is inseparable from the now, what the question really means is, what is my relationship with life? This question is an excellent way of unmasking the ego in you and bringing you into the state of presence. Although the question doesn't embody the absolute truth, ultimately, I and the present moment are one, it is a useful pointer in the right direction. Ask yourself it often until you don't need it anymore. The question is, what is my relationship with the present moment? And become alert. Use that intuition. Go to space and listen to find out the answer. How do you go beyond a dysfunctional relationship with the present moment? The most important thing is to see it in yourself, in your thoughts and actions. In the moment of seeing, of noticing that your relationship with the now is dysfunctional, you are present. The seeing is the arising presence. The moment you see the dysfunction, it begins to dissolve. Some people laugh out loud when they see this. With the seeing comes a power of choice, the choice of saying yes to the now, of making it into your friend. Feel your breath coming up and down your spine. Surrender is the simple but profound wisdom of yielding to, rather than opposing, the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally and without reservation. This moment is beautiful. There's nothing wrong, nothing right. It just is. And accepting the isness. Choosing a friendly relationship with the now. Setting the tone, setting the channel to positive by this acceptance level that you've created with awareness. Feel your body relaxed on the floor. Feel the support of the earth grounding you. And being in this state of yielding, of acceptance of the moment unconditionally. Things are pretty perfect. We are so blessed and grateful and powerful and limitless as you are connected to source energy. This is just an experience. Let's make it good. We'll just start coming back into our body a little bit. Coming back into our feet. Think of your feet growing roots. If you're laying on the floor, it could be coming through your heel, like all the toes and everything go down through the heel and you grow these roots. Or they could all be coming out of the backs of your legs and your back and your arms, wherever you're touching the earth. Just feel roots from all of you staying connected and grounded and centered. And center yourself by breathing up and down your spine consciously, not exaggerating your breath, just being conscious of it as you're slowly awakening the body, coming back into the moment of this room. Loving this moment that you have taken for yourself to slow down and come into the moment. Come into your fingers and your toes and wiggle, just real gentle. Take a little stretch. Take a centering breath, one of those breaths that goes up and down the spine. Stretch through your arms, back into your body, and this moment fully conscious and awake. But are we really? And when you're ready, you can roll onto your side in the fetal position, like you push the snooze button, and you just cuddle there and take a moment for yourself. And as you're in this fetal position, this is when you wake up, when you get all the way up, you'll be reborn from this fetal position. Right now, you're just like Mother Earth is holding you in her womb, and you are just gonna rise up with a fresh new start and making those choices that lead you on your perfect life. And congratulating yourself for taking this time. We need to always pump ourselves up with love, and it's like, good job for taking this time for me. Working on the good stuff. Or neutral stuff, unconditional stuff. No reservations, good or bad, just is. And accepting. And when you're ready, pushing up into your sitting pose. I was really grateful about the quiet day with the balm I have out in the kennel. I mean, geez, could really been loud. It's very nice. Good energy, and the highway so quiet. Just bring our hands together and set an intention for this powerful knowledge of being present. My intention is to stay present and to realize the acceptance goes a long way. And just know that I honor you guys. I'm so glad that you're here for class, and I honor your intentions and that Creator in you. Namaste. 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 Namaste.